Hello, my name's Grant and I'm a teacher at Palmore Institute, and today's video lesson we're going to be looking at the Senior IELTS Speaking, Senior Master Level. And today we're going to be looking at part one of the exam. And in part one, you'll be asked questions about familiar topics like your family, hometown, studies, interests. And an important tip for this is when the examiner asks you a question, listen carefully to how it is asked, because this will help you decide how to answer. For example, if the question is a why question, you'll need to give a reason. So don't memorize long answers, because this will make you sound unnatural and you'll lose points. Try to extend your answers by giving reasons, relevant information, and examples, and so on. I'm just going to put those tips up for you now, and then we're going to be looking at some extended answers. So just have a look at that now. So please try to remember that tip, and let's just have a look at some basic short answers given to an examiner's question. These are very short, and underneath there are some useful words for making extended sentences. So the more information that you give, the better, and the more points you'll get. Just have a look at these short answers now. So as you can see, those answers are very short. The question might be something like, tell me about somewhere you once worked. And the answer, I once worked in Greece. It was hard work. The pay wasn't good. I visited and worked there twice. It was hard work. These are not really detailed sentences, so you won't get many points for these. Now, have a look at the same sentences in answer to the question, this time with the useful words for extending information. So I'll just show you that now. So as you can see, using those words to extend the sentences and add extra information makes it much more interesting to listen to, and the examiner will give you more points for that. So what I'd like you to do now is just look at the words in red on the next slide, and try to make sentences of your own with extended information for the list that's given to you there. So you might want to write these down on a piece of paper, and I'll check your sentences when you come back to class. So just have a look at that now. So please remember that it's important to give lots of information and details to support your ideas when you speak and answer questions in the IELTS exam. Next, I'm going to ask you some simple questions about familiar topics. So I want you to listen and try and record yourself and type it up, and I'll check it when you come back to in-class lessons at Palmore. You'll probably want to write these down. I'll put the slide up after I've asked the questions. So listen carefully to the questions and try and record yourself and answer. How did you get here today? What do you like and dislike about your hometown? Do you live in a house or a flat? What do you like and dislike about it? Do you prefer eating at home or in a restaurant? Why? How long have you been learning English? Why did you start learning English? Do you like or dislike playing sports? Why? Okay, that's the end of those questions. So you can pause after each question and try and record yourself. And if you're using this app, you can actually record yourself while you're watching. So try and record those, and I'll check, as I said, I'll check them when you come back to Palmore. So just have a look at the questions I just asked you. Good. Next, I'm going to ask you some more questions on familiar topics. And again, you can write these down and pause after listening and try and record yourself each time. And don't forget, try and extend your answers and give extra information. So let's get into the questions. So first of all, who do you usually go shopping with? Why? Do you have a job? Tell me about it. Have you got a big or small family? When did you last go on holiday? Tell me about it. What do you usually do in the evenings? Would you prefer to watch a film at home or at the cinema? Why? Okay, so that's the end of those questions. Again, record yourself, and I'll check them when you take in-class lessons at Palmore. Just have a look at those questions now. I'll just put those up for you. Okay, that's about it for today's Speaking IELTS Senior Masters class. Remember the tips you learned today and about extending sentences with extra information and details. Next, we'll be talking about likes and preferences in Lesson 2A. So I hope you're all well and take care, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.